And you look at players, I think we always point to someone like a Cameron Johnson of the growth that he's shown, the leadership, those type of players with that type of character, disposition, performance, all of those things have added to a group that we have seen play extraordinarily hard and well throughout the course of the year, and it's not always been perfect.
If you have a question, you can get to us on email or on social media. Meanwhile, another steal from Leonard to start this third quarter. Bounces the fourth steal for Kawhi as Harden has it back on the outside, guarded by Keon Johnson. Spins, step back. That's pretty. In terms of the rebuild and retool, you know, a lot of it is luck based on draft pick and draft lottery. And if you get lucky, you get the first overall pick and you can get a potential franchise cornerstone moving forward. That's a big deal. On top of that, as Leonard just continues to stay minutes here, with the Nets now down 73-48 against what just feels like a well-oiled machine on both ends of the floor right now with the Clippers.
You mentioned this earlier. This Clippers team not only is stacked, healthy, but they've been playing extremely well.
Williams misfires. Zubac collects his 7th rebound of the day.
They've won their last 7 games, 9 of 11, and they're motivated. They want to stay out of that play-in spot.
That's the biggest key. Certain vets that have fortified their youth and talent that they were building, and now here they are very much in a playoff position.
Just circling back to that.
Another foul.
The critical components to an NBA deal, you know, understanding of vets who have been there, who have done it, and that's why we point to a lot, whether it's a D'Angelo Russell, whether it's a Cam Johnson, what he's accomplished to this point.
Johnson goes to the free throw line. Ben Simmons did have a his staff, said he has a lot of respect for them. They're all winners, is what he called them. They bring a winning mentality, coach at a high level, and what they want and expect out of guys, they make very clear. He also said the one thing he really respected about the way Jordy coached, as Leonard does take it back. Oh, blocked by Williams. Nice recovery. Now a leak out for Johnson, and he beats Harden to the rim for 2. Really said he respected about how Jordy went about his business is how he empowers the young guys to get out there and to make mistakes here and there and play through a lot of those, learn from their mistakes. Is something we've heard really time and time again this season. Powell throws off, drive, kick. Dunn will load it up, and he's got it. A 3, just 30.5% from 3. And after the really rough start from the outside, the Clippers are now 9 for 16 from three-point territory. Claxton can't respond. Harden, Powell. Defense like a Tamagotchi. And another steal. Dunn steps in front. Oh, it was a meeting at the rim. Lob it up. Claxton couldn't guide it in. Another stop. Clippers looking to push. Harden sets. Skip. Powell. Pump. Drive. Couple of extras. Clippers were 1 for 6 from 3. They've made 9 for their last 11. Now 9 of 12 after the miss from Harden. Russell leave it. Williams swing it. Johnson in the corner. Back outside. Russell. Short. D'Lo now 2 for 7 from the floor. 4 minutes gone in this third quarter. It has been all Clippers since the break. 14-4. Leonard driving kick. Oh, what a touch pass. It's Powell in the corner. Long rebound of Williams. That's down below 40% from the floor against this stout Clippers defense. And foul's going to be called.
This recent stretch.
He got eerily close as Johnson shovels it and Claxton pushes it through. Job by both of them finding their spots. He got eerily close to Zubac 2 years ago to averaging a double-double. 9.9 rebounds per game, and it ate him alive that he didn't. He was at 10 for basically the whole season. He's made it his mission since, and he is playing as Claxton takes a spill. He was slow to get up. Zubac is 7 for 7, 16 and 10 on the night. Russell and
head coach Ty Lewis, but this is the first year that Jeff Van Gundy's lead assistant, what he's done with the defense. He's not here tonight in Brooklyn.
Too strong for Martin. Harden with another board.
But a big part of that, this team can be loaded for bear if they are healthy.
It's down at 29% in this third quarter. Leonard turns it over. Nice Hawks checkup. But Tyronn Lue understands the job that Jordy Fernandez has had and what he's done with the opportunity. And he always preaches opportunity himself, but he's taken advantage of his own as Johnson misfires on the floater. You can just hear that really from coaches around the NBA. Hard transition, in rhythm.
Both ends here tonight. And to your point, that across the board, every coach that's asked about Jordy Fernandez, there is no shortage of just glowing praise for who he is, what he's accomplished, and the trajectory of where his colleagues believe he can go.
Leonard sets up shop in the corner, finds Powell. Attack mode, leave it, Zubats. I see, Megan, I thought you were going to test us to see if we got right which one you were a member of, so I'm glad you didn't do it to us.
I wouldn't open that up to you guys because I still want to be your friend. No, the pink and green, it just glows off my skin.
It does.
It does.
I've seen you in it before. I have, and I appreciate that. Shout out to Tennessee State. Megan Triplett, that's an excellent report, and I'd like to see you two-step.
I got you, girl. I'll show you maybe a few moves.
Ooh, okay. Go, it follows. Yeah, 100%.
I would
Rightfully
love
so.
that.
With you on it. It's the 5-minute mark of this third quarter. And that's trying to find some semblance of a rhythm after the Clippers delivered it. Wilson does hit 5, just about 3 minutes into the second. Tonight, they lost that game, by the way, 126-67. Tonight, the Clippers led 43-42 midway through the second, and it is currently 90-57. It has been all Clippers from that point on, and continued finding his way to the paint. 14 points now for Harden to go with 6 assists. The Clippers have 21 assists on 32 made field goals. The Nets do have 18 assists on 21 field goals themselves. As Whitehead misfires on the outside, good track down by Timmy. Watford off the heel. The Nets have just gone cold from the outside. They got off to that really sensational start, three-point shooting in this game, but just haven't replicated it since.
And they haven't replicated it. They've also turned the basketball over much more.
Just since that midway point of the second quarter in favor of the Clippers, it was really sparked by Kawhi Leonard catching fire on both ends of the floor as Zubats deflects that one and collects.
Well, and the Nets did a good job early on of forcing turnovers and creating points off those against LA, and they have not done that since that first quarter.
Zubats hooks it up and in. Zubats, he's up to 21 points and 12 rebounds. The Nets were 5 for 7 from 3 to start this game, but now
defensively and offensively, which is what makes it so extremely tough.
Watford shields, shovels, Timmy banks it home. Second bucket. Nets 19 assists in this game. Harden looking for another one. Zubats spray it out. Quick ball reversal. Harden lines it up and knocks it down. Clippers are shooting 75% in this third quarter as Martin swoops in. No, Timmy? Yes, +1. A lot of products. Evan Washburn is my inspiration. His hair is immovable, if you've ever seen him. Immovable hair. Zubats goes to the bench with 21-12, 9 for 9 from the floor. Timmy can't hit on the free throw. Harden feeling it. Misfires there. And still playing hard here. Down big in this third quarter. Coast to coast. More of that opportunity that Jordy Fernandez has talked so much about. No matter what the minutes look like, no matter what the score is, no matter how much time is left in the game, you're always being judged in some way. As Powell contested 3 short. Good job by Awoma to get up. See if they can get Awoma involved on the offensive end. Watford puts it on the deck. Timmy pops. Now it's Martin with 10 to shoot. He'll fire. Long rebound available and a nice job shielding by Powell. Leave it for Simmons. Simmons returned back to Brooklyn. First time since being released. Only 1 shot attempt to miss in 9 minutes. Bounce it. Jones finishes. More of that distribution from Ben Simmons. That's his first assist to go with just 1 rebound. Final 90 seconds of this third quarter. Wilson draws the contact. He'll shoot.
Good to see about Ben Simmons, and I got a chance to go meet. He told me that it's good to be back here in this building. He said, you know, it's a different type of experience being on the opponent side of things, but he said he's happy to see some familiar faces and play some basketball back here in this arena. He told me that when it comes to his teammates, he has so much respect for these guys and the coaching staff and Jordy, and he said that during his time here in Brooklyn, he had a lot of learning experiences, and he's just grateful for everything that he's able to do here and for all the people that he met. He told me that right now his focus is on making an impact with his Clippers team and helping them push to the playoffs. And then this offseason, the biggest thing is making sure he feels 100.
And that's always been the key for Ben, is just getting back to feeling pretty much all Clippers from the midway point of the second quarter on. They won the second quarter 42-21 and the third 37-21. Simmons lob it, and Jones is fouled on the way.
But sometimes I struggle. No, because when the foul occurs, but if you're already in the air and you know it's that shooting motion, like that one I would have assumed would be an easy call to be at the line.
3 to shoot now for Amir Coffey. Step away Trey is short. Again, we've said this before. NBA officiating is as difficult a job as there is out there. Just with the speed of these guys, the strength, power, it is so hard, and every call is so bang bang. Timmy lost Coffey.
But will it be 8 games?
This is a national championship at CLA in the Final Four as Timmy gets the Nets up to 71. Nets have just struggled to find ways to stop what has been an elite Clipper offense. Simmons bounces it and airplane.
Even that opportunity for the little backdoor cut, if they see you turning your head and looking at any moment, they are quick for those cuts.
Listen, sometimes, the last time the Clippers were here, James Harden did throw a pass that ended up directly in this exact spot. Bogdanovic misfired.
If we can take a moment to talk about that.
Please.
The spot that you're sitting in, that
Yes.
your father was sitting in.
That's correct.
And it was the weak side, right almost where Tosan was, a little deeper into that corner. Launches it. I thought they were about to shoot. Make sure you guys still get your call.
Well, here's Mark. A little too strong. Offensive rebound. And Watford can't float it in. Tip goes. Third chance. And
I am not just saying this. I've known your dad now for, 13 years, 14 years. I have never seen him so immediately get excited.
Gratified.
And just know that ball was coming to him. And started, I mean, he was over the top of it's coming to me, it's coming to me. I was like, Bird.
Count it. Put in. I'll imitate. That's coming.
The words, the sound, the tone. Can you get your voice just a little deeper?
Slightly deeper.
Maybe when you're 18.
Yeah. I need to be able to vote in order to get my voice to that level. All that to say, that was the last time the Clippers were in this building, as Bogdanovic, tough finish on a flip. And the Nets win that game. That was when Harden had just been traded to LA, and they were still finding their sea legs together. That one goes down on the end. First NBA minute, first NBA bucket.
Smooth looking stroke, that's a part of what he can do.
Jones, long strides, missed it short, rebound Wilson. So Wilson, Awoma, Etienne, Watford, and Timmy. A lot of opportunity for all of the Olympics with Bogdanovic. The celebration, everyone thought that, yes, he was asked after the game, and Melo apparently is very close with Bogdanovic. So it was a very much a friendly thing, as right on cue, he knocks down, not that time. Melo's got to be in the building, you know?
Yeah.
That's continuing to play hard. This is a good fourth quarter showing for Brooklyn. Show and go move, but Wilson couldn't finish it. Eubanks acquired at the deadline, leaves it for Bogdanovic. He's come alive as this game has gone on. Now 8 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, but a turnover here. Watford tripped over the basketball. Etienne does have it. Good for the Nets if they hurry. Simmons steps up against the player wearing his former number in the Nets uniform. Cross it, kick it, Wilson, 3-ball. Uncontested board to Simmons. 4 minutes gone in this fourth. Simmons staying out there. Drawn loose, starting to empty his bench as Coffey, a little too strong on the J. Didn't play in the last game against New York. Up ahead, Etienne, patient for 2. Etienne, Timmy, Wilson, and Awoma. Kobe Brown out there for the Clippers. Simmons, bounce pass, knocked out of bounds.
This is not, these are valuable NBA moments, and that's the type of attitude, perspective, and approach that needs to be taken on a night-by-night basis, closing this out.
Foul away from the ball. Because you don't think it's going to be as bad.
And then it kind of stays loose when
right.
you're still playing, and then you wake up and, yeah, you're done for it.
It's like getting hit on the shin by a razor scooter. It just shouldn't hurt that, but it kills.
Anything
Timmy,
in the shin.
which it is, and then a foul up with the Wizards. Coverage start. Oklahoma in and out on the set. So Brooklyn back inside of 30. Bogdanovich staying on the floor. Clippers have played everybody but former net Patty Mills, as Bogdanovich a little too strong. Timmy clears another rebound. Get it up ahead. Etienne showing off the moves, but he can't finish.
You can see his explosiveness and bounce, though. On both ends, you see how he moves defensively, too.
Bogdanovich lost it on the fend-off. Etienne couldn't get there first. Bounce it inside, but knocked out about.
It had to be yesterday.
And you're saying, oh, what is this?
Yeah. How did I know there was patties? You're really locked in with.
I know you're a runner, so you would have done.
I would run every morning. I do not like the running groups. I actually don't even like to run.
So run clubs, you're out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like it's my solo time. It's my.
I like that. That makes a lot of sense. Etienne misfired.
Brian Rucco got very offended early on in the
Did he?
shift that I wouldn't run with him on the road when I just tried to explain it. It's not you, it's me.
He just wants to show you his athleticism. Brooklyn has gone through just about everybody else. His spirit there.
And we talk about this, you feel for him and his lack of availability to play, but for a team, for a group, we talk about culture, building, foundation, all of those stuff. That's a part of it.
Knocked out a free throw line. As it has. Had that first year where he really kept them afloat as things were not necessarily smooth sailing with the roster. He was constant until they could get things under control. Kobe Brown off the heel. Rebound up high to Lewis. Been great to see Lewis playing with such ferocity since coming back from the injury. Misfires there on the layup. Now Bogdanovich to Brown. A foul on the test. Got Christmas around the NBA after the victory. Right now they had a real close loss to Oklahoma City before that at home, 103-101, in which Harden actually tweaked his ankle towards the end and was a little bit limited in his movement. Beekman turns it over. Coffey, who did not play against the Knicks, has played pretty much all year. This was his 70th appearance of the season, but Tyronn Lue had to go to him before the game and tell him, hey, you're going to be out of the rotation. He said the way that he's bought into his role, no matter what it is, and right on the rest of the team. We've seen that with the Nets as well, where guys have really settled into roles and understood what Jordi Fernandez has asked of them. As Lewis just trying to compete like the Clippers are right now, having guys like Amir Coffey can be so monumental to keeping a locker room together.
And just important, I mean, think about the fact that he was undrafted. He spent his entire NBA career with the Clippers, now in his 6th year, and just that type of professionalism, showing up and getting those opportunities when called upon.
Another rebound, and Timmy with 11 points and 10 rebounds has a double-double in his first NBA game. That's not.
You could tell when players just have good instincts, and the execution comes with that, especially when it's around the glass.
Wilson off the Timmy screen, switch with Eubanks, cross, spin, stop, feed. Etienne has to put it up at the horn, and just leading up 30 to Toronto earlier this week. Brown brings it into the front court for Eubanks.
And the part of that is that this is what the Clippers do and do to all teams.
Wilson on the scoop. Leave it for Lewis. Attack mode. Lewis is fouled.
Dissipated. So did.
Well, drew Timmy to do that. Terrence Williams in 2009, first-round pick. Derek Coleman, first overall pick in 1990. Buck Williams, of course, 1981. Calvin Nat in 1979. So it hadn't been done since Terrence Williams out of Louisville. As
That was a slight at me because he thought that we were.
to the Nets for the way they battled in this fourth quarter. They're winning the fourth 20-15. Just very different from what you saw in the first meeting when things went off the rails. They really went off the rails against the Clippers in the 126-67 loss, which was the largest margin of victory in Clipper history and margin of defeat in Nets history.
To watch some of the development of these players and have an opportunity to get this type of run and do so in a way that there's elongated time or more freedom, or you're showcasing some of the skill sets that they have.
Wilson, no. Got it back. 10 to shoot. Etienne flash to the corner. sets the screen, 5 to shoot. Wilson high stepping, hooking, and bank it home. 2.5 to play here at Barclays Center. Coffey had it ripped. Beekman, hand in the cookie jar. Coffey nearly a frustration foul. Swing it, corner, 3-ball. Maxwell, Clippers with another game with 120 plus points. Last 7 games averaging 121.4. They are 21-3 this season, which shooting better than 40% from three-point range. And Mills adds to it, 49% from three-point territory as Beekman lost it, but good 5 minutes off the bench, and he's 6 for 6. Came in shooting just 28.8% from 3 over the last 5 games, and after a really hot start from the outside, have continued 12 of 43, 27.9%. Mills, quick trigger. Oh, he's got it! 3.
Been wearing a lot of different jerseys that we see him making shots like that.
Etienne drives. Clippers now 50% from the outside, 18 of 36. Etienne, another good look. Off the heel, Lewis up high, taps it. Awoma fires, cans it.
Keeping things alive, and again, the continued push of attacking the glass. Oof, fine. Patty Mills.
Not quick enough. Doesn't matter. He's old mates with the rim. Open look. Etienne, his second. 14-3 for Brooklyn. 27 assists on the night for the Nets. Only 29 for the Clippers. Had a lot of those points in transition, some in the paint. They just doubled to get out of the hands of Mills. They're making sure that he doesn't hit another one. Doesn't matter. He's going to get it to him, put it up, and he's fouled. He already has 11 points for Brooklyn. Has fully rainbow jersey guy. You can just set the full colors. Mills makes it 132 to 100. Lewis remaining aggressive. Sprays it out. Awoma can't hit on that 3. Just a 4-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Bogdanovich will slowly make his way across. And let's see if the Clippers are content to take this all the way down. These two teams had split the last 3 season series. This first meeting here since November of last year. But it looks like the Clippers are well on their way to the season sweep. Front court with 2, and he will not even put one up. Valiant effort.